TGIF. It is Friday the 13th. Let's get after it. Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with another Underdog Fantasy Pick'em video. I got 3 plays for you here. 2 of them rivalry plays. One of my favorite things over there at the Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. We're going to talk about all 3 of them, give you my analysis on them. If you want to play them, fade them. Just appreciate you stopping in and watching. If you like these videos, you want to see more under these Underdog videos, hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. We'll keep trying to knock these out for you, and hopefully they help you in your research process. And with that, if you do not have an Underdog account, use that promo code CashCake and get yourself 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Link is in the description below. Let's get after it. All right, we have the Underdog Fantasy Pick'em up here on the desktop here. They got a sweet mobile app you can download as well, both in the Google and Apple store. I'm sure that's how a lot of you guys play. But to show you guys a little bit about their desktop feature, it's just easier to talk through some of these plays. One of the great things that they do have over here, like you might see on some of the other sites, is they have insurance plays, basically like a flex play. So if you're playing, 4 and 5 man slips, I really recommend using the insurance play, turning it on. That way you can miss one and still get 6x your money here if you're playing a 5 man, or 3x if you're playing a 4 man. So it's one of those things that I love to play when I play 5 and 4 mans. We're only going to talk about 3 plays today, though, and 3 plays that I do like. One of the functions, first, let's just talk about the original play here. And this is just taking higher or lower on the projections that they have set. And we're going to go down to the actually late game here, a game that was played just a couple days ago, where we have Sacramento Kings at the Houston Rockets. And the play we're going to talk about, I was looking at Şengün a little bit here because I do like him. I was looking at his over 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Just kind of throw that out there. He did get a triple-double. I think 10, 10, and 10 is what he scored against them a couple days ago. But the one thing I'm going to go is here, I'm just going to take De'Aaron Fox, lower 4 rebounds. Now, if you go and dig up a little bit of the juice is actually over on the 3.5 that is out there in some of the lines on some of the books. But if we go look at what he's done, he only put up 2 rebounds in this game just 2 nights ago. And he's only cleared, he's had 4 rebounds against Memphis on the 1st, and he had 5 rebounds against Atlanta on the 4th. And those are the only 2 games he was either at or above this in the last 9 games. Houston is ranked 6th in rebounds allowed, 4th in defensive rebounds allowed, so they don't give up a ton of rebounds. Now, against the point guard position, they are ranked 26th. Sacramento is favored by 9.5 here, 238 over under. But I'm going to go against the grain here and take lower, just looking at this. And I've played this a few times, and it's done pretty well. So that's one thing that I'm going to look. If we kind of look at some of the other guards against him, D'Angelo Russell only had 3 rebounds. Edwards is not really a guard. He's more of a forward, but he only had 4 rebounds. Conley had 4. Clarkson had 4. Monk had 3. So they just don't give up a ton of rebounds, and I'll go ahead and take lower on 4 rebounds here. Now, the one thing I did want to mention and throw up here is the rival. So they have this rivals. If we go to NBA, basically they're just going, who's going to score more here? And some players have an adjustment with 4.5. That means he's already starting at 4.5 points here. So McCollum has to score 5 more points than Bojan Bogdanovic to actually win this. So we're going to come down here, and there's going to be a couple that I do like. And let's talk about them a little bit here. The first one I like here is definitely taking Steph Curry more than Klay Thompson. If you watched a video I did earlier, I really liked this play because of how bad Klay Thompson's been on the road. If we look what he's been on the road the last 10 games, points-wise, he did score 41 at Houston, but other than that, he hasn't scored more than 22 points, and that was against Utah. Last 4, 14, 12, 17, 11. And it's just, for whatever reason, he struggles on the road. If we go look at Steph Curry's a little bit, he just came back recently over the last couple games after being out for a while. But even then, on the road, he's been, really well. He scores really well on the road. If we look at his last 6 games, 50 against Phoenix, 33 against Houston, 25 against Minnesota, 32 at Dallas, just 20 against Milwaukee. in 27 minutes, and then 38 against Indy in 30 minutes. So his minutes should creep up even a little bit more here. And even not getting a full workload, just with how bad Clay's been on the road, I'm going to take Curry here, and that's why I do like him. One of the other things we're going to look at, another one of these rivals that I do like, is we're going to come down to and look at one of the games with Kawhi Leonard and Jokic. So this one's points as well. Now with the Clippers, they do not have Paul George. He is out. So Kawhi Leonard is going to be the main the main scorer on this team right now. Jokic, still has a lot of his guys out there. So he has no problem deferring, and let other guys score. Jokic is questionable this game, but if he does play, I do like this play a lot. It looks like his wrist or rest here. If we look at the line, though, Clippers are favored by 2. I'm not sure, he's going to be out this game, but even then, if he plays, maybe he won't try to shoot as much. But I'm going to take Kawhi Leonard. And if we look at Kawhi Leonard here, with 4 games, he has not played without Paul George this year. The last 3, he scored 31, 29, and 33. If we look at Jokic, now Jokic only gets a 2.5-point adjustment here. His last 4 games, he has scored 12, 28, 14, and 21. And if we look what he's done against the Clippers, he's only scored 19 and 12 in the 2 games this season that he has played them. So has struggled against them scoring the ball. So I really like this. I really hope Jokic does play because this is one of my favorite plays with Kawhi Leonard points with Paul George sitting. So that's what we're kind of looking at, those 3 plays. Again, if you wanted to turn insurance on with the 3 plays, basically if you miss one, you just get your money back. That's why I don't like doing those. I would much rather play a power play here on 3. If you want to add another one, like I said, I was looking at Şengün a little bit when it comes over to the higher or lower points, rebounds, and assists. A couple others I was looking at in the video. I was looking at, CJ McCollum. I mentioned him in another video, going points and assists, maybe 33.5 higher there. Don't mind looking at that, or higher than 6 assists. But these are my 3 favorite plays over here at Underdog. We also have a lot of tools. If you want to check out some of the tools that we have, we do have the truEV for both Underdog NBA. So if you want to check this out and see up, looks like the top player on the board right now with our projection is Steph Curry over 4 3-pointers made. It looks like the book is at 4.5. We got him projected at 4.79. If you want access to those things, again, you can get access to all that stuff by signing up to the Patreon. Sorry, that was kind of cut off there. Just kind of show you what the tools kind of look like. So if you want access to that stuff, make sure you head on over to the Patreon and check it out. We got a lot of tools that we've added for Underdog specifically. And again, if you do not have an Underdog account, use that promo code CashCake and get yourself a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. And like always, I will see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.